Hello Warrior Online Boot Campers. This is a pre-recorded workout because we knew at some point during this weird year there were maybe times where we can't do live workouts, but we want to give you the same excellent service. So we've took it on ourselves in our own time to pre-record this workout. So if you're putting comments on, we won't be able to engage with you. After the workout, which is a 30-minute quick blast, we still want the selfies, we still want the feedback, we still want us tagging into it. All the usual stuff, but we can only do that after the excellent Warrior Online Bootcamp warm-up with Mrs. B. Are you starting now?
I'm already marching now.
Let's do it.
Marching and chest expanders. Oh, I can tell I worked chest today. Oh, that hurts out there. That
you
bit there.
show off.
There. I'm pulling one arm across.
Another thing I forgot to mention, you have never done this workout before. This is not a reshare. This is a brand new workout we've written and we have pre-recorded because unfortunately we can't do a live at this moment in time. So enjoy the workout, enjoy the fact it's 30-minute quick blast.
Up and down.
Train as hard as you can.
Okay, so you're going to need your yoga mat for today, warriors, along with your water and the correct training attire.
And maximum Wi-Fi signal.
Breaststroke arms.
Oh.
Ow. Ow. Ooh, that's hurty.
You look like
Hurty.
you look like that scene out of Carry On Camping.
Oh, do I now?
With
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be bursting out of anything, don't you worry. It's nicely strapped down, thank you very much.
Right.
And half jacks. So, today's workout is the TUT and hold, which means time under tension and hold. So we'll be doing a minute of time under tension move and we'll be following that with a 30-second hold. We've got 15 of those drills. Mr. B is going to do a drill, I'm going to do a drill, and you're going to do all of them, up and over.
Let's keep this super simple as well, because in exercise psychology, we often talk about time under tension
Jogging.
and all that shemizzle. In effect, it's slow tempo training.
Lunges,
So
warrior lunges.
every time we lower into an exercise, we're going to count to roughly 4, and every time we do the exercise, we're going to count to 4. So time under tension, or TUT, just means it's slow motion, so the muscle fibres are actually exercising for a longer period of time.
And jogging, shaking and everything out. Back to squatting.
So after the warm-up, we're going to be starting off with yoga mats down on the basement, on the floor. We've got 8 drills to do down there, and then the remainder of the workout, we're doing it on our feet.
Skipping one way and the other.
Please do your Rocky impression.
No. And we're going to do hops to either side.
Boring you are.
No. Face bothered? Not.
Helmet bothered?
No, not at all. And sergeants.
The helmet's
How about the
looking
spots?
very olive off of the bushes today.
Oh, thanks for that.
That's quite a compliment. She was a good-looking woman, she was.
Right.
I often used to watch her on the buses, and when she used to get in that sidecar, I used to think, I wish I was a few years older.
You actually do look a bit like Arfan. Oh, Arfan.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Why is that then? Why is that
You
then?
just do. Oh, Arfan.
Is that the best you've got, Olive?
Right, are you ready to get started?
Yes.
Come
Are
on.
you doing the yoga mat while I'm bringing the camera down?
Yes.
I thought that's where you were going. Right, let's get this camera angle absolutely sweet. Right, that looks pretty sweet. Right, drill number 1 is not sitting on your bum. Right, drill number 1 is slow press-ups for 1 minute. So we exercise for 60 seconds and then we're going to complement that with a hold for 30. So drill number 1, slow press-ups, 4 down, 4 up, with press-up hold for 30 seconds. Let's start now. So modified position, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, and repeat.
fast and furious cardio blasts. We're giving you something a little bit different today, but still just as taxing on the body. And believe me, there will be sweat.
I would say this style of training is more taxing on the body. The central nervous system takes a proper battering from this training.
Everyone's just used to hitting it fast and hard, aren't they?
Press up, hold, halfway down.
Now ensure with your holds you are breathing, because there's a tendency to hold your breath, so keep taking nice deep breaths, nice and rhythmic.
In science, it's called the Valsalva effect.
Ooh, yeah, you.
Swallowed a sports science dictionary and I for breakfast. Coming out of press up hold to do what Mrs. B does.
So now we are rolling onto the back. Toes up, and we're high reaching for the toes to the count of 4 and down. 2, 3, 4. Up. 2, 3, 4.
So let's think about this time under tension, or this slow motion training as the easy phrase is. So think of a normal press up. You might travel down to the floor for 1 second and up for 1 second. So the muscles that lift your body are under tension for 2 seconds. When you do 4 seconds down, 4 seconds up, they're then under tension for 8 seconds, which is an increase of 75%. It's absolutely massive. The impact on the muscles and the central nervous system is absolutely brilliant. It also highlights any flaws in your technique, and you can really brush up on your skills. It's hold, Mrs. B.
So we're reaching up for those toes, we're stretching as far as we can, and we're holding, and we're remembering to breathe.
I often explain to my clients, if your body weight is 80 kilos and you do 1 squat in 2 seconds, you've lifted 80 kilos in 2 seconds. But if you lift the same weight over 8 seconds, carrying 80 kilos over 8 seconds is a lot more taxing on the body. Have a rest, Mrs. B. Right then, it's left leg lying abductor lifts to the count of 4. Hands down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Notice my elbow is under my head and I'm taking the weight of the old noggin. I'm relaxing, I'm using my hand for support. Four seconds up, 4 seconds down. Leg should be feeling heavy. Could be worse. Could have to hold it up in the air for 30 seconds soon. Up, hold, and little pulses. Little pulses. Keep squirting some lighter fuel on the fire that should be in your hip right now. The next drill, you're just swapping over sides and you're doing the right leg. Pulse, pulse, squirt on the fire, increase the burn. Then Mrs. B is switching over, carry on pulsing. Three, 2, 1, right leg.
So I've got my bottom leg bent underneath, which gives me lots of support. Hand in front is optional. And we're going up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4.
Come William, Christine, Lynn and Craig, Sally, Tim, Holly, Amy, Kat and Keith, Sam and Daz, Alan, Paul and Deb, Kate, Brain, Alison Hayward, Reese, Steph, Marcia, Helen Downing, Lisa Masters, Donna Wayne and Billy, Charlotte Turner, Sharon and Claire Albrighton and Nikki Martin. Mrs. B, are you ready to hold?
I am.
Do it now. So also in this training today, we're going to give you some top tips on what to do if you lose exercise motivation. You know them times where you wake up and you're just not on it and you end up having a few days and I can't be bothered to do any exercise this week. We're going to give you 3 top tips in to what to do about that in case it ever hits you in the future or if you've ever had it and never understood it before. Have a rest, Mrs. B, it's my turn.
Thank you.
Right then, next move, slow bug squats followed by a bug squat hold. Hands in 4-point plank position, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out as you come back to the start position. Breathe in as you go into bug squat and lower your weight.
Right, Donna Wayne and Billy, Ellie and Rebecca, Charlotte Ball, Rachel Jennings, Lisa Masters, Helen Dowling, Lindsay and Rob, Mandy and John, Marcia, Steph, Kate Bryan, Alison, Louise, Amy Keane, Joanne Tucker, Becky Woodcock, Becky and Chris, Lydia, Alison Coles, Rob and Aisha, Rachel Davina, Shelley, Tom, Craig and Joe, Sam and Steve, Verity, David, Zoe, Lee Lynch, Mike and Christiane.
Hold at the bottom. Neutral spine, nice and straight. On the balls of your feet, thighs burning, breathe. Me and Mrs. B are switching over. Carry on with your bug squat hold. Off you go then, new move.
Okay, so we're starting in plank position and we're going up, 2, and then back down, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right then, let's talk about what to do if you use phone call coming in from Mrs. B. Do you need to take it? Shall I carry on?
You carry on.
So let's talk about what to do if you lose exercise motivation. Step 1, you've got to ask one of 3 questions. Have you been doing too much and you are tired and fatigued? That's question number 1. Is it the opposite? Question number 2. Have you not been doing enough and you actually feel like a beginner again, or you've lost your mojo, or you don't even feel like an exerciser anymore? Or is it question number 3? Do you hold, Mrs. B? Is it question number 3? Have you got time management problems? Have you got way too much on at the minute that exercise would actually cause you more stretch than good? Ultimately, with step 1, you have got to find the cause. Are you doing too much? Not enough? Or have you not got time for exercise? That is step 1 in what to do if you are losing exercise motivation. Swap, Mrs. B. Right, new move time. Right, we are on the fire hydrant, left side only. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to swap the mat a bit here so people can actually see what they can't really see what I'm doing here. That's better. They can look at my perfectly shaped head instead.
Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's only you that usually gets to see it close up. I've heard it looks like Saturn. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe. So if you just notice Mr. B is keeping his upper body as still as possible, the legs just lifting out to the side. There's no twisting of the torso. There's just lift him to where he can go.
Out to the side and hold and pulse, little pulses. Me and Mrs. B are switching. Get ready to do right leg. 3, 2, 1. So after this move, yoga mat goes away, and we're standing up. We've got some standing drills to do for the last half of the time under tension and hold. So then, quick recap. What to do if you lose exercise motivation? Step 1. Ask 1 of 3 questions. Have you been doing too much? Have you not been doing enough? Have you not got time for exercise? And it would actually cause you more stretch. That would lead to what you do in step number 2, which I'll cover in a little while. Go on to your hold, Mrs. B.
Hold and pulse.
So after this one, yoga mat goes away, we're standing up, we're going up to the first floor, and we're going to get that done as soon as we can to keep this 30-minute blast flowing. Three, 2, 1, let's stand up. Mrs. B, would you also up the music a couple of notches? It's a very quiet recording, this is, you know. Right, quick camera angle. Standing, no weights needed. Right then, drill. Number 9. It's standing adductor. Left leg only. I'm going to catch the camera, right? Right there, left leg only. So we're going across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Balance can be a challenge. So, arms come out for counterbalance. And if we need to touch the foot on the floor just to reset the old balance centres in the ears, that can make things really cool.
Once again, it's another like 3-bit core thrown in, isn't it?
It's a load of core thrown in.
Concentrating pace.
Oh, I'm on the tightrope. I'm on the online tightrope. If the coach wobbles, there's no hope for any of us.
Did you forget to start your watch?
Definitely not. Some alarm come up about something to do with Garmin or something. Picture of a cloud or something. Right then, hold time. Hold and little pulses. Glutes, adductors, abductors, hip flexors should all be feeling this. Three, 2, 1. Return, give yourself a shake, swap legs.
1, 2, 3, 4. So then what to do if you lose exercise motivation? Step number 2. Depending on your answers to have you done too much, have you not done enough, have you got incorrect time management. Step number 2, you may choose to actually take a break from exercise.
you're actually scheduling in time away from exercise like you would do time away from work to go on holiday. So you may say, for the next 2 weeks, I am having a break from exercise. Or you may do option number 2. You may contact a coach, a mentor, actually explain that you've lost your motivation to exercise. 30 seconds on the hold. You may actually speak to a coach or a mentor and actually explain how you're feeling regarding exercise, and if you lost your mojo, you've lost your motivation, and they will work through with you any barriers to exercise, any lack in motivation or willpower, any time management issues while Mrs. B's wobbling.
I know, yeah.
Quite a challenge this one, isn't it?
I can feel it in my glutes after those fire hydrants.
Right, it's a good job. Right, it's time to swap over. It's slow squats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. So again, step number 2, if you've lost your exercise mojo, take a break from exercise, reflect on whether you've got no time to exercise, whether you're too tired from too much, or whether you feel like you're back at the beginning. I love it when you're recording a pre-recorded workout and you get a message come on the screen from the local Indian telling you you're getting 20% off tonight. What are we having for tonight? So again, step number 2, speak to a coach, speak to a mentor, or just take a break from exercise. Down into parallel hold for 30 seconds. Again, time under tension. 1 minute, super slow move, so each muscle fibre is under tension for a longer period of time. Then we hold it under a continuous static position for 30 seconds. Very different to the normal stuff we do. Good, walk it in. Next move, Mrs. B.
Legs a lot wider for sumo squat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4.
Right then, what to do if you lose exercise motivation? Tip number 3, you are human. Love yourself. Do not beat yourself up. And remember, it is the yearly average of exercise that is way more important than any couple of weeks off or any couple of weeks lacking in mojo or motivation. Give yourself a break, talk nice to yourself, and know that you are not a machine. And every now and again, because we're a big bag of emotions and biological, chemical interactions, every now and again we do lose the plot. And it's fine, speak to a coach, have some time off, assess why you've lost motivation, and get back on it when you can. Hold, Mrs. B.
Hold and we're doing a little pulse.
So, recap, what to do if you lose exercise motivation? Ask yourself the question, have you been doing too much and you're tired? Have you not been doing enough and you feel like a beginner again? Have you got time management issues? Which leads on to step number 2. Have a complete break for 2 weeks and start again, or speak to a coach. Tip number 3, love yourself, be kind to yourself, and know the yearly average is way more important than any couple of weeks. 3, 2, 1.
Slowly walk the feet in.
Right then, it's right leg split squat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Nice and slow. All the pressure on the front leg, lifting the weight, super slow. Roughly 75% of the tension is on your front leg, 25% on the back leg, which means when we come onto the left leg, it's already pre-fatigued, ready to lift the weight. Isn't that going to be a lovely feeling? Legs are on a train track, they are not on a tightrope. Down. Hold 30 seconds.
Right, keep holding. Sam and Daz, Paul and Deb, Alan, Gemma, Emma, Francis Lloyd, Charlotte, Thomas, Dale and Colette, Alison, Louise, Steph, Marcia, Helen, Lisa Masters, Mel and Mike, Tracy, Jones, Sarah and Rob, Gary, Vanessa, Chanel, Susan, Louise, Roland, Anne, Sharon, Nikki, Martin, Jackie, Louise, Clifford.
Easing yourself up. Little leg shake. Swap legs, do the same.
Evening it up now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 2, 3, 4.
One more drill after this, then the challenge, then it is job done. It's protein and shower time. And hold, Mrs. B. Right then, drill number 15 coming up in 3, 2 and 1. Right then, we are sumo squat hold with alternating, no we're not alternating, we're doing double calf raising, super slow. So in sumo parallel hold, and we're coming up onto the calves super slow. Probably for the count of 2 for this one because the calf raise is a small movement. Down for 2. Up for 2. Down for 2. By the way, my hands are my calves if you haven't noticed because you can't see them. You don't have to do this. I wonder if there's any warriors actually doing this with the hands. Who out of all the warriors would do this with their hands, do you think?
Oh, definitely Anne.
Yeah, definitely Anne. Right then, up into calf raise, hold. This is a nasty one right at the end.
I know, yeah.
Oh yeah, I know, yeah. Oh, I can tell by just watching you. It's nice, that is. Right, we're going straight into the challenge. As soon as I'm out the way, Mrs. B is going to explain the challenge. We're doing half each on the challenge.
Yeah, I'll just do all of it, then you've just done that nasty calf.
That'd be nice, I'm out of here then. Right, walk it in. Right, listen to what's coming up in the challenge.
Right, giving those legs a bit of a wiggle. It is 90 seconds, we're squatting, and at the top we're lateral lifting, and we're swapping sides.
I'm going to start.
Get that timer started.
Let's do it.
Squat up, lift. Nice, slow and controlled, lifting the leg up to the side. Working those abductors again. Notice upper body, stay nice and still. I'm not swaying over to get the leg up.
My blood runs cold when I see your face. My breathing stops in narrow space. My brain waves fluctuate wherever I am, but my heart beats.
Nearly halfway through, coming up to the 45-second mark on this time under tension and hold session. 15 drills, 60 seconds time under tension exercises, 30 seconds isometric holds. Very different, but also very stressful on the body. As warriors, we need to be doing every form of functional training. That'd be muscular, cardiovascular, fast, slow, time under tension, Tabata, every minute on the minute. Absolutely everything from a functional human point of view. 5 seconds and then it's cool down time. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work.
Marching.
I've had a nice bit of warmth in my legs, Mrs. B.
Definitely.
Anything to do with us doing legs yesterday, possibly? Or was it today? I can't remember. My legs are tired.
Today, yeah, that was it. Legs today.
Legs are
Chest
tired.
yesterday.
Legs are tired anyway. So we're marching and we're just moving arms. We're opening and closing the lungs. We're stretching the rib cage. We're moving some of the thoracic vertebra. That's the backbone muscles that attach to the ribs. Just slowing the breathing down, letting the body know exercise has come to an end, and we slowly start returning to that normal state. Hip rocks. So again, that was time under tension and hold. This is a great way to mix up training. So if you have lost your mojo, a lot of the talking points we brought up today. Also, if you're returning to exercise, or if you've had quite a hip circles, if you had quite a heavy week of training, and you still want to do something, say on a Saturday or Sunday, or wherever you are on your schedule, just do your normal training. Go a little bit lighter, a little bit less intense, but do everything in slow motion. It just brings a whole new dynamic to the body, switching hip circles. Some of the best end of boot camp monthly challenges in the sports halls have been when we've done time under tension, and it gets longer through the month, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To see some of the pain towards the end of the month is lovely.
Pain, yeah.
And hip rocks. Lovely. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Or if you're not that mobile, give yourself a clap. Right then, that was back up, workout, time under tension and hold. Same rules apply. Just because we're not live, it doesn't mean anything changes. We want your selfies, timeline, or on the group, nice smiley face or creative filter. Tag this one, mention Warrior Online Bootcamp Workout. If you've got any feedback, send it to me direct. I love to hear the feedback because I like to know what you like, what you don't like, what works, what doesn't work, because it needs to be interactive, because I'm not seeing anybody at the minute, so your feedback is super, super important. Thank you so much for doing this backup workout. We're sorry we can't be live with you at this moment in time, but again, we've done it in our own time just because we still wanted to deliver the high service that you expect of us, rather than just resharing another workout. That's what we've done, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So selfies, do what to do, feedback. Say bye, Mrs. B.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.